Ready.
Although I'm kind of dying from my workout earlier.
Oh no. What's this? I thought you were... No excuses.
Oh, yeah, I worked out. That's why I'm dying. Because I worked out in 101 degree weather while wearing a hoodie.
Ugh, why would you do that to yourself?
102 degree weather.
Why would you do that? God, it was so hot today.
No excuses.
Ugh. It gets to a point, man.
Yeah, I had to take a break.
Like, now you're just trying to kill yourself.
I had 2 journals, took a break, ate,
Uh-huh.
and then went back to it and died again because it got hotter.
Feel that?
It was supposed to cool down, but it got hotter.
It did get hotter. It was stupid hot today. Ugh, and work sucked.
Dun, dun, dun,
It's
dun,
okay,
dun.
because I made money, and now I'm off. And I have beer.
The beer is always good.
We're here. We're a little queer. We got beer.
Ratt Talk, motherfucker, get down with it, identity, shitting all over all that fake bitches, man, I kinda smoking dank, kicking ass on the side, bringing that flavor, she elevating the vibe, boom, bitty, bye-bye, who's getting high, everybody is, bitch, watch our time flies with that real talk with a steel cog, taste it, jizz with a twist, then your chin on your face is, podcast basics, aced it, going ape shit, up the ante when they blaze, and I take it in, from the gays to the scum to the friends, every Wednesday when the day ends, all enemies wish they had this energy. This is Ratt Talk, catch an ice bag injury. Y'all moving like a motherfucking centipede. We accelerate just to devastate the industry. Hearts got the boss sweet, this could be the enemy. Turn that fucking mic on, I guess we'll have to see. Ratt Talk.
What up, everybody? It's another episode of motherfucking Ratt Talk. How's everybody doing today?
Hoot hoot.
It is hot as balls.
Yes, it is.
If I wasn't so fat, I'd be doing this naked. But
Hot as balls. What scale is balls?
um,
What does balls fall on the hotness scale?
when you're sitting there and you're just going, oh my god, it's so hot, but you're peeling off the floor and just sticking to whatever you
Is
touch.
that representative
Damn.
of your balls sticking to your thighs?
You are the balls in that case. That's what
Oh.
it is.
Sounds like
You
me
are
last
the
night.
balls.
So
Mhm.
when someone says they're hot as balls, it means that they feel sticky, like they could stick to any surface.
Yes,
they're
pretty
that
much.
hot.
They're like Spider-Man. You need to scoot either more close to the edge of that couch or
Well, it's like I wanna see
or
you.
angle.
Okay.
'Cause,
Kurt Angle.
Yeah, you can't.
Well, I feel like I can't see y'all, or I'm talking to you
We're
behind
right there on
Onney.
the screen. Look at us at the screen. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm not wearing sunglasses, so everybody's going to see how much I actually do watch myself on the video.
Oh no,
Um,
your true identity has been
I know.
revealed.
For real, but it's not because I'm looking at myself. I'm looking at the comments. I'm looking at the engagement and everything.
Oh, I'm totally looking
But,
at myself. Ding.
But yeah, that's not. It's a little more obvious that I'm doing that now.
That's all right.
So I'm gonna try to look at the camera,
Well, it's a podcast.
but I'm
so
also trying to see this at the same
it's
time.
a podcast. It's mostly audio focused, and if anything, if
Yeah,
we do
well,
have
I
live
mean,
feeders, it's just for comments.
I feel like more people tune into the live feed.
Actually, yeah, I've kind of noticed that too. People are like, "Oh, I watched your podcast." I'm like, "Well, you listen to podcasts.
You listen to podcasts.
You
yes.
watch the live feed." But thank you.
Did you hear that static?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens.
That kind of fucked
That's-
my ear.
Yeah, it's a hot mic. That means I'm still too loud, or there's something up with one of these motherfuckers.
I know we're still kind of playing around with it. Since we're now obviously in a new space, we have our rat's nest.
Mm-hmm.
We just gotta.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Whoa. Okay, now I know what that does.
That was
About to be
Ooh.
sacrificed.
Oh,
I guess
wow.
it's time for Ratt Talk.
That's awesome.
That's definitely your
How
Halloween
ominous.
episode.
Return the slab.
Oh no!
Oh, courage.
Return the slab.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
You're not down for nightmares?
Dude, that traumatized me as a child. All right, so
Really?
yeah.
Courage did have some fucked up
Yes,
monsters.
it's fucking that was terrifying. What are you talking about, bro?
I feel like every kid kind of had weird. there were a lot of weird cartoons when we were, at
Yeah.
least like when we were growing up.
Is there still? Did that echo again?
No, I
Okay.
don't.
It's just in my head now.
Is there?
your head.
I don't know. In your head. In your head.
I was going to sing that, but I don't want to sing.
Do you not know what she says?
Nope.
Seriously?
Nope.
It's the name of the fucking song.
I don't even know the fucking song. I just know.
Oh
I
my
just know the fucking-
god! I'm not even gonna tell you.
I like the song.
I'm not
but-
even gonna tell you.
Whatever.
Yeah, no one tell her. No one tell her either.
Whatever. I'm just here to have a good time.
Mhm.
Cheers, guys. Party.
I like the song, but I don't know the lyrics.
You know what she says in that part, though, right?
Yeah.
See, yes, you do know. So I don't know the lyrics either. Actually, no, I think I do know the lyrics to that song, but I definitely know what the chorus is.
Huh. I'm sorry. You want to make fun of me? I'm
It's
looking it
all
up now.
fun and games.
Wait, if you don't know what the song's called, how are you looking it up? You're just looking up that one song that goes this way.
I know, right?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Entertainment
Oh.
Tonight.
Zombie.
Oh man,
Because the song's called
yes.
Zombie.
And that's what she says in that part is
Zombie.
zombie, zombie.
It's a really good song.
See, the Catholic school upbringing in me, I hear Yahweh, not zombie. So I'm thinking Yahweh. Yahweh.
I think that's just your fucking Mexican side. I
Oh,
don't think that has anything to
shit.
do with your fucking Catholic school side.
Catholic upbringing, Mexican upbringing. What's the difference?
That just reminds me of that fucking video. Yahweh.
Oh my god. No, well, that's not it.
I'm not. I'm not a big.
So full disclosure, I wear my sunglasses because I know I look very high when I do this show. Like, see, I got to look at it to look normal.
No, you look scary. Do that, I get just
You're
stare.
looking into their souls.
So welcome to Ratt Talk, everybody.
No.
We're here to talk about shit and scare the fuck out of you.
If you have
How's it
souls,
working?
they're gone now.
How's it working?
No, jeez.
I'm
What are
glad
we
I don't
talking
have a soul because it would have been gone.
You know what? You said you got Facebook back, and I didn't even fucking tag you in this.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
shit,
pretty
I should
fucked up.
share this. I'm all talking into my beer. I should share this.
Yes, keep talking to your beer. I heard that's good for it.
Is it?
Yeah,
I feel normal.
No, because when you talk to your beer, it adds more carbon.
Oh.
Really? Where did you learn that?
I read it once in a beer magazine.
In Beer Magazine.
I was
used
about
to
to
write
feel
for
Dude,
a
you
Beer
Do
Magazine.
you know how long it took me? So that's a line from Little Nicky. Little
Uh-huh.
Nicky came out in 2000? 2001?
I
One or the
don't
other.
know.
It came out really early 2000s, but Modelo time is it's fucking high life, bro. It's Miller time. That's what it is. Ayy.
I'm all about the Elysian.
But no,
Pumpkin
okay,
pie.
so I saw Little
Mango
Nicky.
cart.
I saw Little Nicky, and at that line, he says, you know, he's like, "Oh yeah, beer cools down the body temperature." I read that in a beer magazine.
That's right.
Dude, that
It
movie.
literally took me 15 years to realize there's no such thing as beer magazines.
Are you sure? I've read a beer newspaper.
No, yeah, there's beer newspapers. There's like there's like brewery
We
news-
need beer
newsletters.
magazines.
Yeah.
But there's no straight beer magazine.
We need a beer
yeah,
magazine.
there's nothing. Yeah, I don't think it's a beer magazine. Like you said,
I feel
there's
like everything that
there's
they,
newsletters. There are people that try to make it, but there's none that are like legit beer magazines.
Somebody get on that right now.
I mean,
You
I
know,
guess
like
the
there's
newsletter
Life magazine.
covers it.
Yeah,
There's no magazine that's like beer.
that's just sad.
Yeah, it is.
You know, Little Nicky
Actually
came
pisses
out
me off.
in 2000.
2000. See,
Fuck.
I was
Oh.
right.
That makes me feel old.
I know. Where were you in the year 2000?
Where were you?
I don't remember.
You don't remember 2000?
You don't remember 2000?
No.
Dude, that was like a big deal. Everybody thought the world was gonna end and shit.
I know. I remember that. I
Probably
remember.
getting my
I think
ass kicked.
actually 2000. No, I don't think so. I was gonna say that I think that's the first year I've ever stood up on. No, it is actually. I actually do remember 2000 ringing in the year 2000.
Yeah, I remember that too.
I was either getting.
I remember because I thought I was watching my clock, waiting for it to explode. Because somebody told me that all the clocks and stuff were gonna explode.
Well, yeah, it was Y2J, bro.
Y2K.
Oh, that's what that was.
No, Y2J.
Y2J?
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't even know who that is. That's a fucking pool right there. Come on, D. Where you at, man? I know you. God damn it. This is what happens when we start early, actually. I should have known.
Yeah.
Was that Chris Jericho?
Yes, that was Chris Jericho. Thank you for getting my reference. Oh, my God. You saved the show right now, Onney.
Woo! I don't remember
Yes.
a lot of wrestling, but
That was Ric Flair. But Chris Jericho went by Y2J. But yes, Y2K. Y2K
That's right.
was the year that it was supposed to be the technology. That technology took over. Ooh.
I mean, that's eventually, but...
Well, I mean, think about it. Think about it, though. Think about it deeply. What do we have on us? In the year 1999, the mere thought of a cell phone was like, ooh, you're rich.
That's true.
After the year 2000, everybody had a cell phone.
Now you got a fucking laptop in your pocket, basically.
Everybody had a cell phone. Everybody, yeah. So if you think about it theoretically, that's exactly what happened. Technology did take over the world.
That's true.
Right after that.
It
right
really
at
did.
2000. 2000 really was that, like, that was the...
Yeah. But not in the way that we thought. It wasn't like freaking Terminator.
No, yeah.
I,
And
Robot.
fucking Skynet didn't take over and blow shit up and fuck everything up, but...
But slowly.
That is true. I didn't realize
Mhm.
that technology did take over after that.
It just kind of slowly.
God
but surely.
If you think
Damn.
about if you
It
think
was
about
cool,
it
though.
theoretically, we did lose the world to technology.
We did.
I mean, everything.
I mean,
like
we're
you
all
said.
kind of zombies without it.
Like, I think a child would rather lose their leg than their smartphone nowadays.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
That is sad.
Yeah.
And I mean,
We become so dependent on it, and honestly, it's weird because I feel like our generation is super weird because we're right in the middle. Like, we remember a time without it.
I would
We-
like to think
Yeah.
that I'm not dependent on it because there are times where my phone dies and everything, and it's not a big deal to me.
Yeah.
But I would say you would feel a way bigger disconnect from the entire world. So the fact that our phones in our pockets connects us with everyone at anywhere at any time, and
'Cause
doesn't matter where the fuck they are. They can be on the other side of the world or
Shoot,
carry
that's
around
kind of
right
what
next to
happens
us, yeah.
when I'm camping. Like, let's say we're all sitting around talking, and someone's like, "Oh, what year did Little Nicky come out?" And I go to search it on my phone. I'm like, "Oh, wait, I can't look it up." Like, I feel like I can live without it, like, for periods of time, like when I've gone places, gone camping, or when I went to Cuba. But, like, I still have those, like, moments where, like, oh, let me Google that real quick. Oh, wait, I can't Google that. So I've gotten so used to the convenience of having
it is very
the
convenient.
world at my
Yes,
fingertips,
it is
you know?
very, 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 very convenient.
I just need music. So if I have an iPod, I don't
that's
need
true.
a phone.
Well, I mean, I still had... See, I guess, yeah, that's another thing that we're dependent on. When I was...
I didn't get my first smartphone until I was out of high school.
Neither did I. Well, actually,
Yeah.
no. I got it, like, the end of my senior year. So...
Yeah, no, I wasn't.
I don't remember when I got my first smartphone.
My first smartphone was when I was already out. When I was already out of high school.
My first
Yeah.
phone, though, was a Virgin Mobile prepaid phone. And it got stolen at fucking school. Like,
Oh,
Yes.
my God. I had
Years
so
later.
many phones that were
Yes.
stolen at school. Remember in the like, it was like, what, 6th or 7th grade is when I got my phone, and it was just like one of those little teeny singular. Remember?
Nokias.
No, it was a singular flip
I
phone.
love
You guys
Nokia.
remember
Oh
when-
yeah.
You guys remember when singular was a
Yeah,
thing?
the little guy.
Yeah, little.
I don't remember this.
The little guy. A little
Oh.
singular
Memory is
guy.
more
But it
fucked
was
than
like
I
a little
thought.
silver flip phone, and there was like little games on it, and that was about it.
Snake, dude. That's
Yeah.
what was on it. Snake.
There were all the little games on there.
Fuck yeah.
But I remember all the 8th grade boys, they would be fucking annoying because we weren't really allowed to have our phones out. Like, I would stay after school, and we couldn't have our phones on us. They were supposed to be, like, in our book bags put away. But I guess they weren't heavily, the teachers weren't really watching who was going into whose book bags because my phone was jacked.
Like they were supposed to.
Yeah, my phone was stolen. So many other people's phones were stolen. And we realized what they were doing because I got a call from, like, a classmate. Someone just like, oh, your SIM card was found in my phone. So I guess what they were doing was they were stealing phones. They were swapping out the SIM cards.
See, that's some
So you
smart
couldn't
people
trace it?
bullshit. Like I didn't think I
Yeah.
didn't think to take out the SIM card and put it in other. I just took it and was like, yeah, this person's fucked.
That's true.
Yeah, but I mean, if
like
you
these people were trying to torture you and shit. Like that's
although
that's
knowing
fucked up.
about the SIM card actually was helpful too, because my mom like would take away my phone for any reason that she could think of, and I would just
well,
pop
you
out.
had a crazy mom, so
I did.
Yeah.
I do.
I feel like now if a teacher took
Mhm.
away a phone, they'd probably get their ass whooped. I feel like it's that way.
No, they
now.
do. They do
No.
what they did at the improv, dude. They put them in sleeves.
Oh,
That's what they do. Yeah, they just lock them up. They can still have them and everything, but they can't use them.
I actually like that. I didn't like it for the
Yeah.
fact that I couldn't like
Check
take
the
pictures
time
during
and-
the show. Not check the time. Like
Well,
just
dude, that's a fucking shitty thing to do, is to take a picture during the show.
I mean, just one picture at the beginning to have like that memory of them on stage.
Or to take a picture of your drinks and your friends before the
Or
show
that,
starts.
yeah.
You could have. I think you could have done that. I think
I
you could have
mean-
asked the person, like, "Hey, you know what? Is it cool if I just
Can I get a quick picture
yeah,
and
can I
then
get
put
a
it
quick
away
picture
before
and
the
then
show
can we-
starts?
Yeah, then can we
I
put
should
it
have
away?
thought about that
Yeah.
then.
Yeah, you didn't.
But
think about
otherwise,
because
I think it's
they
smart.
do that. Yeah, they've because okay, so that podcast that I told you about, Hollywood Babylon,
Yeah.
that I go to a lot, they do a lot of fans. They ask for pictures and everything, but that's what they started doing. Anytime a fan asked for a picture, they would be like, oh, like either someone, like one of the waiters will take a picture for you and send it to you,
Yeah.
Mhm.
or they'll come by, unlock it, and then you can take your picture. Then they'll lock it back up.
Really?
I gotta
Yeah.
note that for next time.
Yeah, you weren't there actually when we went to the
I know,
the
that's
Ralph
why.
Report. Yeah, when we went to the Ralph Report, that was the first time being back at the Hollywood Improv since the last time we were
Yeah,
there.
because last time we were there, we didn't have any issues with
They
phones.
they had their little sleeves, their little pockets. You know, they fit any size phone. They're huge, but they slip them in, and it's a magnet lock. So
Yeah.
they close it, and a magnet goes through the hole, and it stays there.
And you can't actually open it unless they
And then
open it.
yeah, then they have then they bring a little demagnetizer, and they tap it real quick, and it they're able to take the thing out. But it's weird.
That's
it's cool.
crazy.
Like I've never
I mean,
never
that's
seen
cool,
anything.
but
Yeah, I've
I
never
feel like
seen
schools
anything
should
like
start
that.
doing that.
I agree
What
with
was I
that though. I
saying
think
Dude,
now?
I've
it's
just
dope.
given up. I'm staring at the fucking. I'm staring at the computer. This
It's
entire
honestly,
time.
it's kind of how I can see you guys, since we're all sitting like ducks in a row.
Yeah.
But anyway, you guys never popped out your SIM cards? Because I had a new
Nope,
phone, and
never had to.
I still had my old phone, and my mom would be crazy, take away my phone, and I would run away, lock myself in my room for like a minute, give her a second, and I would like delete whatever I wanted to, and I would pop out the SIM card.
Delete all your nude pictures that you took to send to your fucking pervy little boyfriends.
Yeah,
At 14 years old?
13, 14 years old, that's exactly what I was doing.
Do you seriously think there's not 13, 14-year-olds sending nude pictures to each other?
Oh, I'm 100%
Nowadays, there's
positive there
probably
is
13,
nowadays,
14-year-old
but
sex tapes.
You're saying that you've never done that?
not at 13, 14. What would I show off? I didn't have boobs.
Then what would you have to delete?
I mean, text messages that she was trying to read.
Like what? What are you saying then?
I don't know. I don't want my mom reading my shit.
Mm.
My mom was really fucking nosy.
Oh
when I
God,
was
my mom
younger.
was so. My mom read my diaries and everything. She read so much of my stuff. So yeah, excuse me for
It's a
being
little
paranoid. But I would pop out the SIM card and then I would put
intrusive.
it in my old phone. I would charge up my old phone and I would use it. Now phones don't have SIM cards, so you can't quite do that as
No,
easily.
they still got SIM cards.
I mean, you can't pop it open out of a fucking
No,
smartphone.
yeah, of course you can. Yeah, you can't even open your phone anymore.
Yeah, I know. There's no. Oh God, I remember
Oh,
too.
wow.
We in class, this girl got in trouble because we in high school we were allowed. I mean, everyone knew that people's phones were on them, but you couldn't have it out like during school hours.
Yeah.
And so this girl was sitting literally in the front row texting, and she like the teacher could obviously tell that she was texting, and he was like, "Dude, give me your phone." And I saw what she did was she popped out the battery real quick, and she's like, "I wasn't texting, it's off." See, like, and showed him like click buttons.
Clever
Like
girl.
she's like, "Oh, it's off. I was just organizing my backpack," and he was like, "Okay." Because she saw, and she's like, "Look at it. The phone." She clicked all the buttons. It's off. Like literally, I had seen her because I was sitting behind her. She just fucking like popped out the battery.
Yeah.
So,
Damn. I wish I was smart in school.
oh yeah, oh gosh. And then one time in middle school, I had somebody's phone went off, and they immediately stopped the lecture and started searching everyone like it was like fucking TSA. It was actually kind of cool because we missed out on the whole boring lecture, and they were just searching everybody. But I had my phone on me, and I had my iPod in my backpack, and I was so fucking nervous because I didn't want them to take away my iPod because I would go back and forth between mom's house, dad's house, and so I would have nowhere to put it but my backpack. But I had my phone on me too. I wasn't using it, and I stuck it up my shorts because we wear skirts, the Catholic school skirts, and I would wear like spandex like bike shorts underneath my skirts, and I just wedged it up the side of my
Are
shorts.
you sure that wasn't your pussy?
Yes,
Because I've heard that noise before, and you weren't wearing shorts at the time.
A little.
Oh shit, that's hilarious.
Oh, gross. No, I put it up the side of my hip on my bike shorts, and then I stood up, and they were looking through everything, and they didn't find it. But my teacher was so cool because there was nothing I could do about my iPod at that point, because they had us like step away from our bags and shit. But he was cool. He opened my bag and he saw it. I'm like, yeah, I have my iPod. It was clearly wrapped up. I wasn't using it. I was like, I'm going to my dad's. He's like, whatever, you're fine. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never been caught. Well, I mean, I've had my phone taken away and everything, but like it was like, all right, I'm gonna go see all of these people at lunch anyway, so I can just go tell everybody, hey, I don't have a phone, so after school, just meet me here at this time.
Oh, really? No,
Yeah.
I had my phone taken away one time in class.
Can't really remember.
Ugh, it was awful. My mom went through every single text message that I had sent.
Only thing I really remember from school is just getting beat up. Nothing else.
Well, you make it easy, Onney.
I know. I used to be such a softie.
Oh, no.
You could punch me in the face, and like I would just stand there, and then let you do it again, and then
You were
that's
like
it.
Hodor, dude. You just stood there like, Hodor,
Yeah,
Hodor.
I literally was. Yeah,
Do you even know who Hodor is? You don't even watch Game of Thrones.
I know who he is.
You know who Hodor is? Who's Hodor?
He holds the door.
Damn. Got me there. Maybe you do watch it.
I watch any episodes that have good death scenes, and that episode had some good ones.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
Yeah.
Okay. Fucking. What's up, dude? It's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It has
been
been a
here.
while. What was the last episode we did when I got fucked
Actually,
up?
the last episode, it's funny because had I posted the episodes that we'd recorded, you were only on an episode before, so it was last week's episode.
Yeah.
You were on the one before that one,
Yeah.
but there was weeks in between. There's
plastered.
like weeks. Yeah, there's like weeks and months in between. So
Oh God, yeah, that was one of the last ones we did at the old
at
place.
the old place, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, you got so
That
plastered.
was the last one.
Yeah.
At the old place.
Oh, you were so plastered. It looked like Matt's grandma said it looked like you were walking on clouds.
I'm walking on sunshine. Woo!
Oh shit. Yeah.
That's what you said when you were walking out.
I honestly woke up and I was like, "How the fuck did I get home?"
Yeah, I remember.
You left all of your
messaged me.
shit at our house,
you
too.
Left everything there too.
I woke up and I was like, "Where's my shit?" I was like, "I have my iPod, priorities, but I don't have my phone."
Yeah, what do we do that night? Your brother was there too.
Yeah, my brother stayed the night.
Yeah, but
we
what did
did.
do? We did something after.
Oh, I think you went Betty by. No?
Nope. We went somewhere after. We went and hung out somewhere after. Oh, we went to Norm's.
Oh, yeah, and then that's I remember. We
Yeah, then
went
you guys
to
went
Norm's.
to Shady's.
Yeah.
And then
we went home.
I went home
We did.
because
Fuck.
You went
'cause
Betty
I was
by.
tired. Yeah, 'cause I was
Shady's.
tired. I couldn't drink anymore after
We
that.
went with Karina.
I haven't been there in forever.
The shades, bro.
Yeah, I got fucked up. Yeah.
The only difference is that it's cleaner, kind of.
Ugh. I don't like Shady's.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Shady's doesn't like you either. So.
Yeah.
Yes, I am a nerd and I'm proud.
Hey, CJ, don't be spreading your hate around here, you fucking racist. Okay, so there were some things that I did want to bring up
Yeah.
and talk about. We were talking about Comic-Con before
Yes, we
we
were.
got here, actually, so I guess we can notice a little something about that. Okay, so actually, this was something I did want to ask you. How did you feel about attending your first podcast recording? Not being on the podcast, I mean, but being at a live show at the Ralph Report.
Oh, It was really fun.
So
Like,
last minute, my brother, me and my brother Ryan, we're gonna go to the Ralph Report because he's got a buddy named Eddie Pence, who is the co-host of that show. And me personally, I'm a huge fan of Ralph Garman. My brother is too, and so Eddie Pence. Shout out Eddie Pence. I'm going to say that many times. Eddie Pence. Eddie Pence. Eddie Pence.
Hey, I like that guy. He's
Edwin
picky.
Pence. He hooked us up. He got me and my brother on their guest list. So when come day of the show, Ryan tells me, "Hey, I'm not going to be able to go. If you still want to go, I'll have Eddie switch your name to the guest because it was Ryan +1. He's switching it to my name, Matt +1. So I could actually I could not think of anybody that I wanted to go to that show more than with you. Well,
Nice.
Amanda, of course, but she had to work. But you were my second person. You were my second guest because, I mean, you've done the podcast with me. I know you enjoy listening to podcasts, and
Yeah.
I for some reason I just knew you would have a good time there. I was a
did.
little
I
iffy
did.
because I know you've said this yourself that you don't really like public places, you don't like big crowds, everything. So I didn't really know how you were going to react to being at a comedy club. A comedy club.
Comedy.
But you seem to enjoy yourself, so I just wanted to ask you. We never really talked after that.
That's
never
true.
Really talked.
We never really did talk about it.
Yeah. So I just wanted to ask how was it, dude? How'd you feel? How'd you like it?
It was really enjoyable. Like, it was more fun than I expected because, like, when I think of a podcast, I think of, like, just people sitting there talking into a mic and then just people observing that. But, like, these guys interacted with the crowd. They, had a bunch of funny skits, and it was just all around a good time. It was like being at a stand-up special, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
I think the difference is the like you said, the crowd involvement.
Yeah.
Because that's what drew me into it at first. Like, was like, oh shit, like these guys actually talk to everybody that tries to write in. Like, anytime they get they give a shout out or whatever, that's what he does. That's Ralph
within
Garman.
reason.
Ralph Garman in particular. He's one of those guys that he definitely has all the shows that has the crowd work and.
Yeah, it's fun. It's interesting when
Mm-hmm.
he kind of fucks with the crowd or asks a question. I mean, when we went to
Which was a Hollywood Babylon.
yeah,
show.
we went to Hollywood Babylon,
Hollywood.
and
Hollywood.
you had your shout out read, and that
That was cool.
whole interaction was super embarrassing, but super fun and memorable.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I told the entire world that me and Amanda done anal.
Wow.
Yeah. So, well, that's the thing with the show with Hollywood Babylon. They talk. It's all dick jokes and butt stuff, pretty much. Oh, and then they talk about like comic book and showbiz news.
Oh, okay. So it's like,
but it's almost a guarantee, though. It's almost a guarantee if you mention anal at some point in your shout out, they'll read it. They definitely will read it. And so because that night there were two anal mentions. It was mine and then somebody else. Somebody else wrote something like,
somebody was
Damn.
trying to get their wife to.
no, it
to
was
do
their
it.
ex-girlfriend.
Oh.
It was their ex-girlfriend that they're still living with and they still bang.
Oh.
And he was like, yeah, and then he wanted to get into Browntown. So,
damn.
yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, of course, like that was a given. Like I knew for sure, but at the end of it, I was like, you know what? Like, bottom line, I really love your guys' work. You guys inspire me so much and everything, and I want to get up here and take a picture with you. So we were able to get a picture. That's how I got my picture with Kevin Smith and Ralph Garman.
Mhm.
That is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you noticed, though. I don't know if you heard Ralph when I was talking to Ralph, and I told him I was like, oh, like you probably don't remember me, but my name's Matt. I go by
Rat.
Matt the Rat, and he was like, no, Matt the Rat. I recognize that name.
Oh,
And
that's cool.
Yeah, you recognize because I've tweeted at him on Twitter, and then and then of course we had the
I
Hollywood
remember
Babylon show
that
and
a
everything.
little bit.
Yeah.
I remember.
So that was really cool. That was really awesome, and that's what I love about that show more. So that's why I really wanted you to go witness that firsthand.
It was really cool, especially seeing like the part that really got me hooked was Eddie, because it was like seeing me up there with the whole picky eating thing.
Yeah, Eddie Pence does not eat anything.
Or like at the end, he was
He's like you. He's all it is chicken nuggets and.
I'm not that picky. I try things.
Yeah, well, he's pretty picky. He's pretty fucking.
Yeah,
picky.
he was pretty
Yeah.
picky, and like I remember when I met him.
He doesn't like
too,
honey. Yeah, that was the thing. We were there, He mentioned a couple episodes before that he didn't like honey. He never tried honey. That's what it was.
Oh.
And so he tried honey, and he reacted like it was poison. Like he was all
Which is funny because he liked, what was it, spotted dick? Is that what he tried?
He likes a spotted dick.
Spotted dick. It was fucking haggis, dude.
Oh.
Either
Dick
way,
wasn't
even in the fucking name.
He just got dick on the brain.
Either way.
It's haggis. That's what they gave him. It wasn't fucking. It was.
Oh, fuck.
Maybe that's what you thought when I was explaining it to you. I was like, oh, like haggis is all the extra, that they just condense. And you were like, oh, like the dick and everything. And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
So that's why Onney was thinking of dick.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. Fuck.
Yeah.
I have no idea where that came from, buddy. Amanda, before you get too comfortable, can you do me a favor and open that curtain a little bit? We're getting a little dark.
Don't actually remember.
Racist. What's wrong with dark?
I live in the darkness.
Well, first of all, dark is a shade, not a race. So,
And it can also be your ally.
oh, you think darkness is your ally? No, the other one. Yeah, that's good. That's good. No.
You
Close
can
it a
see
little
my
more.
true
Close it a little
colors.
more. Okay, that's good. There you go. Yeah, that's perfect. Awesome. Good job. Good on you. You did it.
I did
Fucking
it.
proud of you.
Thank you. Are y'all picky eaters?
Oh, I'm fucking extremely picky.
Yeah.
I don't like onions.
I eat my burgers very plain. Like, the most I'll put on a burger is avocado and bacon. Otherwise, it's just meat and cheese.
Wait, you like avocado, but you don't like
Really?
anything else?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't really care for avocado.
Like, hot dogs I won't eat with any sauces. Burgers.
Not even barbecue sauce?
No.
Dude, that fucking reminds me of one time at Angel's house. Fucking, I think it was Nay. He was eating a corn dog,
Uh-huh.
but he ate all the bread off of it first.
What?
He ate all the bread off of it first, and I made fun of him.
Who does that?
And he started crying, dude, and I felt so bad. No, I used to do that shit though when I was a kid.
So why are you making
When I
fun of
was
kids?
little.
You started crying?
But dude, yeah, he started crying, and I fucking felt so bad. This was okay. So Chris was barely a freshman when this happened. Yeah, this is years. No, he wasn't even a freshman. He was in the 8th grade, I think.
Okay, so that was like decades
It
ago.
was fucking long time ago. It was so long ago.
Okay,
What,
that
like 5 years ago?
Yes, 5 years ago. Actually, it might have been 5 years ago.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Isn't he a senior now? Or
No, he graduated.
he graduated, yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. No, Chris did not graduate, but he's out of high school, so that's what you're asking.
He didn't, oh.
Fuck. I know every
Shitty.
time I see those guys, I'm like, I grew up with you guys, and like, what the
Dude,
fuck?
they were fucking kids.
Yeah.
They're kids.
I know,
They're
honestly,
little fucking kids.
Last
Yeah.
time when I was over there for 4th of July, I was tripping out. I'm thinking, like, who are these man children? Like, they look
They're
good.
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
kids.
I
dude.
remember when they were, like,
little.
short, little, and
So yeah,
squishy.
exactly my point. Back, what I was saying, he was a little kid, and he ate the corn dog all the way down to the wiener, and I looked at him and I said, this is exactly what I said, dude, and I won't forget it because I felt so bad right after.
Aw.
I was like, damn, you like eating that down to the wiener, don't you? And I left and I walked away. I laughed and I walked away laughing. Like, it was literally like, damn, you eat that shit up. And
Oh,
like a
shit.
fucking cartoon, dude. And I turn around, and he's wiping, like he is sobbing.
Wow.
He's fucking crying.
You're
And I
so
felt
mean.
so bad. I felt really fucking bad. I felt so fucking bad after that. I was like, dude.
Damn.
I didn't like tell him. I was like, dude, you can't, like, I was just fucking with you, man. Like, it's okay. Like, people do, like, it's okay to eat
Like
food.
our-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, like, it was like, dude, I know there are many picky eaters out there that, like their way of certain
And honestly,
shit.
it's not even
But,
that
know,
picky. It's
and
more...
honestly, he could have just peeled the bread off and ate the wiener like that.
Yeah.
But no, that's just the way he does it. And I was like, oh, it does.
Do you have any weird food habits like that? Like where you eat, like...
Oh, my food has to be ready to devour.
Oh, yeah. When we go to breakfast,
Especially my breakfast. Yes, especially my
he
breakfast,
will,
dude.
I will be eating just fine, whatever, and he's still fixing his food. So he'll cut up his eggs really small.
I will
his
be.
bacon.
I will be the last. I can be the last one to get my food and to start eating, and I will finish first.
Fuck.
Because he blends his food practically. He cuts up his eggs,
I
his
cut
hash
everything
browns,
up. I cut
his
everything
sausage,
up.
his bacon, puts a little ketchup in there,
Fuck.
mixes it all together,
But
and
yeah,
just,
see, that's the thing though. Is
eats
like,
it.
okay, so you do you? Well, you don't like ketchup or anything, huh?
No.
Okay, so I put, people eat hash browns with their ketchup.
Yeah.
They eat hash browns with their ketchup, or they have the, gravy on their pancakes, whatever. Like, I do all of the fixing first,
Yeah.
and then I chop it all up. I blend it, so I have ketchup. Well, I don't really eat pancakes, so I chop it all up. So I have yolk with, dude, my mouth is fucking watering right now. I have my egg yolks, because I eat my eggs over medium.
Okay.
So I got my egg yolks mixed up with my egg chunks, and then I have my hash browns covered with ketchup, and then I chop up my bacon and sausage to little tiny bits, and then I toss it all together.
Damn.
and then it eats
I
it all
blend
in
it.
5 bites.
Damn.
I blend it all together so it's all one bite, and then she gets mad at me. Okay. I do the same thing with meat sauce and Mizithra at Old Spaghetti Factory.
Oh, yeah.
Because it comes on 2 separate sides, and I mix that shit, dude. I mix it up, and the reason why, and to this day, it has not proved me wrong. I want to save the best bite as my last bite. You know what I mean? So when I can really top it off, like that last bite is the most delicious bite ever.
Yeah.
Like I always say,
yes.
the center cut of the steak is the last bite.
Yes.
Ah.
When I do it that way, every bite is the last bite.
Damn.
But see, I don't think like that because I love the taste
Pretty
of the
good.
Mizithra just on its own without being mixed with the meat
Okay,
sauce.
we're talking about breakfast right now. That's what we're.
Oh.
I just
okay.
use the Mizithra as an example so you can understand.
Oh, okay.
So everybody can get the idea. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter what it is.
I eat my candy corns in like pieces.
I don't really.
Dude, and I eat candy corn whole. Like, why would you want to do that?
I don't really have a weird habit, but my ex did. She would eat the chocolate off of like anything that had like a wafer. She'd eat all the chocolate
so she'd
before
eat the
she
chocolate
ate
of a Kit Kat bar?
off a Kit Kat, off a Twix, off Butterfinger. She would eat all the chocolate and then eat the actual like cookie.
How do you guys eat your Oreos?
I like split them and then I split 2 Oreos and then put.
Oh wait, is Zach still here? Zach, you said send it, but I can't remember what I was supposed to be sending. What am I supposed to send?
Hey
What?
Tyler, what's going on?
Hi, Tyler.
How is the nose?
Okay, what were you saying? What were you saying?
Oh, sorry, Oreos.
But yeah, she would basically like eat all the chocolate around the cookie and then eat the cookie. And at one point, it got me doing that because I saw her doing it so much, and I got so annoyed because I was like, "Fuck! I just like eating my chocolate. Like I don't like eating the chocolate."
Wait, so
in the cookie."
you did something that you observed somebody else to do, and it made you angry?
Yeah.
So that
I tend to pick up people's like habits
Habits?
okay, so you kept doing it then.
for a while. Yeah.
That you know what? That is your fault.
All your fault.
That
I
is
know
all
it's
your
my fault.
lady.
That's
That
why I
is-
got mad.
That is all your fault.
But
dude.
how
That
do
is
y'all
not,
eat Oreos? Is that a thing that people? I feel like I've seen people eat Oreos differently.
I actually, this is what I do. I bite it and then I mix the milk in my mouth. I mix it in my mouth.
I take 2.
The reason being is because when I get full from so if I dunk it and I eat the Oreos, I will get full off the Oreos and then I'll have leftover milk that I don't want. So I try to finish my milk with my cookies. Again, it's the whole like you save the last bite. You save the best bite as the last bite.
Well, not even
That makes
factoring
sense.
in milk when I eat Oreos. I will.
That's
I'll-
the only way I do Oreos.
Really?
Yeah. If not,
I'm not-
I will literally go drink water. If I have an Oreo and there's no milk, I'll take a little sip of water.
I won't
Just
even
to
eat
get
Oreos
I'm
without
not
milk.
I'm not a big fan of milk, so that's my thing.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean,
when I eat Oreos, I will, I'll twist it and I'll separate it. So I'll have, there's the cookie with the frosting on it, and then there's a cookie without the frosting.
Yeah.
I'll eat the cookie without the frosting, and then I'll get another cookie, and then I'll eat that. I'll eat the one without the frosting, and I'll peel off the frosting and put it on the cookie, and I'll just try to make like a quadruple stuffed or however stuffed I can get it, depending on how many Oreos I have.
That's pretty much what I do. I'll take 2 Oreos.
Well,
split
no,
them.
I go beyond 2. I'll do like 4. I'll eat all the cookies for it, and then I'll have like 1 monster Oreo, quadruple stuffed, and then I'll just devour that.
I've seen that.
I've
seen that.
done that a couple times.
And that's like the best bite, because it's like the last bite, because it's all the frosting with some cookie.
I do that
It's
with
like-
like chocolate.
Chocolate. I love chocolate, dude.
Oh, I love chocolate cookies.
It's delicious.
Chocolate.
Hey, you don't need to be racist, all right?
I'll do that.
Chocolate?
I'll do that with chocolate chip cookies though. Like I'll take like 4 cookies, just put them together and like dip them in milk and then eat them like that,
Wait, you will get 4 chocolate chip cookies,
and then like stack them and
stack them, so it's like a 4x4.
pretty much, yeah, 4x4 of chocolate.
A
chip
4x4
cookies.
of chocolate chip cookies. I'm down. That's cool.
Do you guys
I
have like
delicious.
weird food combinations that you do?
Not weird. I mean, if no one
I put
tries
ketchup
it,
on everything.
I
Yeah.
do.
I do ketchup and eggs.
You put cheese on everything.
I put cheese on
Your
everything.
family does the you've
Menudo, yeah, menudo with cheese.
cheese with menudo,
Yeah, cheese
but
and
honestly,
menudo.
it's kind of bomb.
It's very
cheese-
underrated. People are like, ew, like,
It's like, it's okay.
especially fucking super Mexican people. They're like, what the fuck are you doing that shit for? You're fucking ruining it, dude. And like, have you tried it? No. Well, then fucking try it and tell me that's just not bomb.
Yeah, cheese is
I do
good.
chicken nuggets and milkshakes.
And actually, you want to know what
That's
the
not that
bombest
bad.
is? You want to know the real way to eat menudo with cheese?
Huh.
You have to. It's got to be a block. It's got to be a block of cheese, and you got to dice it.
So you have like
So
little cheese
diced,
cubes?
yes, cheese cubes, diced blocks of cheese in your menudo. Fuck, that is the best way to eat your cheese with fucking menudo.
I don't eat menudo.
So what did you say that
It's
you
menudo.
eat? What do you eat, Onney?
Menudo.
That you,
Uh,
you said
Thank
chicken
you for
nuggets and
saying
milkshakes.
that.
Well, I
Chicken
like,
nuggets and
Dude,
milkshakes.
I fucking
I like
dude.
French
Okay,
fries and
so
milkshakes.
on the have you been listening to the Ralph Report? Have you started listening to it? You said I know you said you.
I listened to a
subscribed
couple episodes, but I thought I got like the full thing. But I guess there's an iTunes version and a Patreon version.
Yeah. The Patreon is what you need to get. 'cause
Yeah,
the
so I gotta
Patreon-
get the Patreon.
The
version.
Patreon is $3 a month,
Which
it's
isn't
15
bad.
cents a day. It's not bad, but it shows every day, Monday through Friday. There's always something that you can, that is well, unless they take off days, which they hardly do.
Yeah.
But fuck, I forgot what I was going with this.
we were talking about weird food combinations, and then
Yeah, I know, and I was talking about menudo with cheese, diced
and then
cheese.
he was talking about
Oh no! And then you
milkshakes.
said menudo, and that
Yeah.
pissed me off. So on the Ralph Report, they fucking say that they say menudo, and it drives me fucking crazy every time they say it. Every time they mention menudo, they say menudo, and it pisses me off.
What's funny-
It gets me really fucking mad.
What's funny is most of the time for these words, I could say the right way. I just never do.
Oh God,
I know you.
That happened to me the other day at work because I didn't pronounce the tequila.
You're not
Correct.
in fucking frame. You know that, right?
Yeah, you gotta.
You're like
I'm
you were
comfy.
completely. But scoot over closer to Onney. He's
But
fine.
then I can't see any.
He's scared of me. Everyone's
Whatever.
scared of me.
At work, I didn't fully pronounce a tequila properly.
What, Don Julio?
No,
Tequila?
Partida Añejo.
Partida Añejo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said it really quick, so it turned into like
Partida Añejo.
I said añejo, añejo,
Añejo.
añejo,
But you said añejo?
añejo, or añejo.
Añejo.
I don't know. I said something like that, but I was going really quick, and they're like, "What? What?" And then I showed them, and they're like, "Oh, partida añejo." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay. Do you want the margarita or not, bitch?" I feel bad, but sometimes it's like my Spanish doesn't sit comfortably on my tongue.
Yeah, I don't know. I just have a habit
Like
of saying it
I
the
know
other way.
it's you. I mean, technically, we should all be saying Montebello and not Montebello, but
Montebello.
Montebello
Or El Monte.
Or chata.
El Monte.
El
I mean,
Monte.
we all
No, they say El Monte.
we say El Monte.
Yeah. No, El Monte, you can get by. But white people, they say El,
El Monte.
Mhm.
No, you don't say El Monte. You say
Yeah,
El Monte or El Monte.
Yeah. It's Monte or Monte.
Or Monte, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, depending on who I'm talking to. But sometimes it's like, oh, I live in Almani. Like, oh.
I say Almani.
That's like if you say that's where you're living.
Again, that is passable, but El Monte.
That sounds weird. Even to me.
And then Monte, fool.
Yeah.
Like you're emphasizing the E. Like, why?
That's the real yeah, the T and the E. That's the two.
But like the point is like you can know how to say certain words, but it doesn't always flow off the tongue. Like when she's asking, like, what tequila is in this drink? What tequila is in this margarita? And I'm just kind of rapid firing them off.
Porque no en fucking trabajo. No, I don't know. Yeah, if I can speak Spanish.
Whatever, fucking racist.
What do you mean? Those were actual Spanish words, first of all. So I know a little bit of Spanish.
You said like gibber in one word.
No, I said porque, which is because, or why.
I think why.
No, it's why, yeah.
Yeah, I know, porque is why.
And then trabajo is work.
Because work.
No, why work?
Why work?
Why work? That's the question of the day.
I forgot how to say difficult in Spanish.
Difficulto. I don't know. I don't remember a lot of Spanish.
Isn't it like
abierto?
I don't know.
I know how to fucking speak Spanish, dude.
I don't.
I mean,
know.
I don't know how to speak Spanish, but
Have
I learned Spanish, I could definitely speak it.
I can understand a little Spanish here and there, enough to get by in a kitchen sometimes, but I can't communicate. It's like they're like, what?
Now that's fucking racist, okay?
What? That I can't speak Spanish?
I know Spanish. I just know enough to get me by in the kitchen.
Well, yeah, because at my work,
yeah, that's fucking racist. That's what it is.
No.
So why is everybody in the kitchen fucking Mexican, huh?
Oh no, I mean at my work.
That's still racist.
I don't think that's racist. That's me specifically. Most of the people in the kitchen that
you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus. I was like, yeah, most of the people who I work with
It's technically a stereotype. So.
in the kitchen,
Yeah.
the majority of them speak Spanish, and so you need to know a little. Like, it's so crazy because a lot of my managers, like they know just enough Spanish so that way they can communicate with the kitchen about certain things. If there's like really particular things, if a plate needs to be prepared a certain way, they can communicate that.
Interesting.
And then when I was at In-N-Out, I mean, because the menu was so simple, I knew how to kind of take orders in Spanish. ¿Quieres cebolla? Para aquí, para llevar.
I'd be fucked if I had to speak Spanish.
¿Quieres papas?
Yeah, I'd be screwed. I could understand some of it, but I can't speak most of it for shit.
All you need to know is quieres and whatever the word was. Lechuga, cebolla, tomates.
I'd probably just know how to say
Queso.
insults.
You just need to know the fucking, I don't know. I know a little bit of Spanish. I can kind of, it's so embarrassing though, because when I like order at Mexican restaurants and I'll order, or they'll ask me in Spanish and I'll try to order in Spanish and then they'll start asking me more questions and I'm like, that's all I know. I can pronounce, I know what I'm ordering and I can pronounce it.
Now you're going too far.
Yeah.
You need to calm the fuck down. We're in America, okay?
Oh. I'll look at them. I'll look and I'll just kind of have that sweet doe-eyed look and I'll be like, okay, help me here.
Yeah.
And then I get all embarrassed. Oh.
That's kind of scary to fucking...
Well, technically, the proper term is me llamo Brian. So you wouldn't have to say me llamo S. Brian.
Oh,
so you know English. No, I just know this part and the part explaining this. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Exactly.
That shit's hilarious.
That is literally you.
Yeah. That's me?
Yes. That is your exact situation that you're fucking...
Kinda. I mean, I know how to order in Spanish. Like, I can order, like...
See, that's more
I know how
than
to
me.
order food in Spanish.
That's way more than me.
Yeah. I can pronounce the food. That
All I know is más tacos, más cerveza, donde está el baño.
And you got by in Cancun just fine.
Mm-hmm.
I know, we really did get by on, like, hardly any Spanish.
What's okay, so I'm at my mom's house, and it's me, her boyfriend. I think you were there, too. I think you might have been there, too.
Uh-huh.
But we're talking about going to Cancun, and my mom was saying, like, you got to learn Spanish real quick. And I was like, man, it's in my blood. I can just guess, and usually I'm right. And then her boyfriend broke out in this big, long fucking sentence and everything, but he ended with ¿Dónde vas? And then I was like, the hotel? And so that's what he said. He's like, oh shit, like where to? Yeah, that's what it is. Like he gave all this explanation, and then he ended with where to.
Yeah.
And so I said, yeah, the hotel. I guessed right. See, I can still guess and be like, oh, like, see, it's in
Some
my fucking
stuff
blood.
you could guess.
It's in my fucking blood.
I feel
all
like that's kind of
It's
my
there.
that's my Spanish knowledge, is I can kind
Oh
of
yeah,
guess.
so trip out on this. Samantha, my cousin Samantha, who is half Greek for sure. That's where her mom's side is from. Get this. almost 50% of her DNA was French.
Wow.
And we think that might have came from my grandma. So I might actually be half white, half Mexican.
Huh.
Yeah, we thought you.
Well, no,
we thought
you'd mean a quarter.
I think I
No.
am. I don't know.
Because wouldn't your dad be half white, half Mexican?
Okay, yeah, my dad would be half. No, well, because
So
my
wouldn't
grandma was half whatever and half Mexican. Her surname is Fuentes.
That's your grandma's?
My grandma's maiden name is not surname. Her maiden name. Her maiden name is Fuentes.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Mm-hmm. But on that side, they're all white. They're all white and tall, but their last name is Fuentes.
Was your grandma
And
tall?
I've known other Fuentes families that are white too, and they're usually from Spain. They're of Spaniard descent.
Yeah, I know.
So that's what we thought we were. We were half Spaniard, half Mexican. Well,
I mean, that's my
main
mom's
Spaniard
side.
and Mexican, and that's why we're so light skinned. That's why we're so white.
Yeah, and that's literally. I think that's why.
But then Samantha took this DNA test, and she came up mostly French.
Damn.
Mostly half
you
French.
you should take the. I want to take a DNA test too. I think it'd be more interesting for you too. I mean, I pretty much am positive that the majority of my DNA is Spaniard.
Mm-hmm.
Because from my dad's side or Mexican side, there are links in ancestry toward from Spain, and then on my mom's side, my Cuban side, I mean, there's really kind of, you can only guess so much, but again, the Fuentes surname, and I think of my coloring, I'm only assuming that, and her coloring too, I'm assuming Spaniard descent as well.
Yeah, but that was just the weird thing. Is that she
Interesting.
she was mostly French, and I was like, what? So I could be half white.
I don't think you're half white.
Well, I mean, because okay, a certain percentage will be dominant. So I'm saying our French side was more dominant through my dad, his sisters, my uncles.
I think you have some Native American in you.
I do, because my mom is half Native American. She took a test. She took a DNA test.
Yeah?
And she's half Native American, yes.
Oh, weird, though, because I would have guessed it on your dad's side, though.
Well, get this. He met somebody at his Al-Anon meetings. He met somebody who's full-blown Native American, full-blown, and he doesn't talk in complete sentences. Like, that's how Native American he is.
Damn.
Okay,
Yeah, like, he is like, we people, surrounding this area, we come from a different tribe. And, like, he speaks, it's literally, modern-day
What about him?
Indian.
Fuck.
He told my dad, like, you remind me of this tribe who came from this area, and the European countries that came were from Spain. Mm-hmm. And he was telling them all, and my dad looked it up, and he was right. Mm-hmm. Not knowing my dad.
Not knowing your dad just by the looks of him?
Just the looks of him. Just looking at him.
And it's a trip because...
And was able to say, like, oh, like, you're probably from this tribe. You are probably, these are your and my dad looked it up, and he's like, dude, this guy was right on everything that he said.
That's crazy.
One scary man.
That's crazy, because I can definitely see, like, in your dad and your grandpa, I'm like, there has to be some Native American in there.
Yeah, there could be.
Also, your forehead is very Native American.
My forehead is from my mom.
And she's half Native American.
Yes, my forehead is mine.
The
only parts of my mom that I have is literally this. Just
your forehead, your brow.
My brow, is my brow line and my forehead. That's all. And my hair.
If you turn profile to camera, I don't know if anyone can see, but you have like a ridge You have a very prominent brow bone. I'm saying
Yes.
if you turn profile to camera, so
I'm not
anybody
gonna
who's
do
watching.
that.
Okay.
I'm not going to do that.
Well, he's kind of got that caveman forehead, that really prominent
You know
brow
when
bone.
SpongeBob walks up to Patrick and he's like, "Hey, Patrick, are you mad too?"
Yeah.
That's my forehead.
yeah.
That's
Can't
exactly
see my
what,
forehead.
Yeah, that's exactly what my forehead looks like.
Yeah.
When he's all mad like that, he looks like.
I make that face too, though.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, yours is actually a little better than mine.
I have a big ass forehead.
You have a big ass. That's what you got.
No.
Hey,
I have a tiny ass.
Hey.
Hey.
Why did we start-
Nobody wanted to fucking participate and play my game.
What was your game?
Why aren't you people
Characters. I wanted to come.
participating?
I wanted to come up with a character and everything. Do you know? Nobody's paying attention. Nobody's fucking was sitting here and watching it all the way through like they used to.
Well, I think.
Oh,
it's
Jeff
good.
is here. Thanks,
Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
Participate with
Yeah.
us, please.
I think it's because you did the episode a little earlier than normally we'd like kind of start right about now.
Oh, there's two people. Hello.
Yeah, see, look. You start, yeah.
Oh,
Usually
you
this is
guys-
when we
Yeah,
start.
normally-
And then
usually
we're-
it's
yeah,
when
more
we-
tuning in.
when we start.
That's right. Yeah. I'm normally used to seeing you guys at like, or we're starting at like 7,
7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eh.
How?
Improvise.
Yeah. It's all right. No, I mean, we're already at an hour. We can fucking call it now if we wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what was it? What,
Been a
I
bit.
don't even
It's
know
been
what
a
game
bit.
you were talking about, though.
I was telling people to give me an occupation, location, and a name.
Oh, like an
and-
improv show.
Yes, that's what the fucking show was going to be now. I don't know if you were paying attention last week.
Oh no, I was. I wasn't sure what the game was, and that was like tagging on to what we were doing last time.
It's what we're going to be doing from now on.
Location.
I said last week I want to do more improv, and so that's what the show is going to be.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay. I'll give you a character, location, and
I mean, I can just maybe do a
Thingamajig.
generator type thing. I'm sure.
I was actually thinking of one in my head when you first told me about that.
So it's not random though.
No, there's two people. Hey, give us occupation, location, and a name. We'll give you a show. Right there. Right now.
Yeah.
Right now. Come on.
Give us someone.
Who is it?
Come
I can see your
on.
fucking names.
Come on. Oh, hey. What's up?
Butt Doctor,
Wait.
Butt County, Bart Watson.
Wow.
I'm fucking down, dude. I'm down.
I mean, damn.
Might as well, dude.
Yeah.
That's our own fucking,
How does it feel being a butt doctor?
Random.
You
job
must
op-
smell like shit after your shift.
Okay, so I guess my name is Bart Watson. I am from Butt County, and I'm a butt doctor.
I like how we put an E at the end of the butt.
Well, you know Butt County is a real place, right?
Oh, fuck.
That is a real place.
All right.
So
well,
why
sorry
is
for
there
you
a
people who
specific
live
need
there.
for a butt doctor
So,
in Butt County?
Well, there are a lot of butts that need to be healed in Butt County.
A lot.
Especially because there are certain sphincter glands glands that are they get inflamed and swollen, and so I go in there and I pop them.
Jesus.
Interesting. What do you think is the
That
leading
must
cause?
Suck though. Like,
You think something's in the water?
Texting on the toilet is actually the
Ooh.
leading cause of it, because people are spending too much time on the toilet, and it opens up their anus.
So their sphincter is too relaxed?
I can see that. I can see that.
No, it's getting infected. That's what I'm saying.
But
There's
it's
a
becoming
mad
infected?
epidemic right now. Yes, when you're sitting on the toilet and you just shit, all that fecal matter and fecal dust is floating around in the air. And when you're sitting on the toilet, your anus is open. It's a fully exposed anus.
Oh, just gaping.
Damn.
Yes. Gaping anuses.
Gaping anus. That's a good band
They
name.
are there, and bacteria gets back into the anus, not the good bacteria, and they fucking and they get sick. They get sick, dude. It was It's serious. Actually, that's actually serious. I'm not even fucking around right now. That actually seriously happened. It's the leading cause of prostate cancer. Sitting on the toilet for too long.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, without actually shitting, if you're just sitting on the toilet for your leisure, texting, looking through memes,
Ignoring your girlfriend.
ignoring your girlfriend.
Fuck, I'm fucked.
Okay, I sit on the toilet with my shorts on. Okay, like I don't. When I
So you're just sitting there to
I'm
ignore me.
sitting there. Yes, exactly.
Cool.
I need to
Oh
change
wait, no,
my
I don't have it.
habits.
My name's Bart. I'm Bart Watson. I don't know if I'm married, but I am not your boyfriend. That is true right now.
No, Bart Watson's a single man who sits on the toilet every day for a couple
Well,
hours.
why
No,
would-
that is bad for you. Weren't you not listening to me?
Why would he sit on the toilet if he's the leading butt doctor? You think he would know
I
better?
can't be on my butt when I'm got other butts to fucking worry about.
On average, how many butts do you see a day?
25.
25 butts.
25 anuses.
God damn.
Not
20.
just butts, anuses. So they are literally bending over, spreading cheek. It is the technical anus. The anus.
So you're looking inside.
Anus.
Is
You
the
must smell like
would you say
anus
the
when you leave
anus
work.
is the window to the soul?
The anus is a window to something, that's for sure. But
To hell.
maybe it's it's just another eighth wonder of the world, I guess. Can you open up the curtains a little bit more?
Sounds like a shitty job.
Damn it.
I mean, you got to stink like shit after that. 25 anuses? Just
Yeah,
all
but you
up
know,
in
I
your
actually.
area?
But before I go in there, I get a little air freshener and just
Just a little
little bit of perfume to go around.
Does that really work, though? I mean, I feel like the anus would, like, counteract the...
It does when you huff it, that's for sure. When you huff the fucking fragrances, and then you can get real deep in that anus.
Damn.
So you huff fragrances and then go nose deep into the anus? Is that what
I
you're
mean,
saying?
if you can get into an anus any other way, then I am open to suggestions. But as far as I know, the only way you can really look at 25 anuses in one day is if you're really high doing it.
So how does the treatment process work?
As
As
so you know, okay, so men when they get prostate exams and everything, they stick their finger in there. Well, I got to do 2 fingers with a little gap in between it to slip the swollen sphincter into my right around my knuckles,
Damn.
and then I got to use this other hand to pinch it because you know it's hard leverage and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to pinch my fingers together, and literally you just shit blood and pus. Sorry,
Ooh.
out of the anus.
That's kind of horrible.
Oh, it's very horrible. It's
Sounds like
disgusting.
a horror movie in its own.
So why the epidemic in specifically Butt County?
Well, I mean, as you can imagine, the name. So a lot of people, when they come into town, they're like, "Oh, butts! I bet we're gonna just see a lot of butt." That's no, just a lot of people on the toilet texting.
Just
Jesus.
specifically in Butt County.
Specifically in Butt County, because I don't know if you know this, but around Butt County is a dead zone for about 3,000 miles. So
Those poor people.
So when you finally get into reception, all people want to do is text. That's all they want to do. They want to text and look at their social media and everything. But you've been on the road for so long, you got to shit.
Yeah.
So when they get there, they got to shit. And when they're shitting, they're looking at the text. And then an hour and a half later, they're like, okay, I'm done looking at all my phone and everything. And then now I'm going to flush. Well, in that hour and a half, you have 17 billion bacteria funneling its way back into your anus,
Damn.
cradling your sphincter, and getting it all infected and fucked up.
Okay.
And you know that this is very serious stuff. Like your butt is very sensitive.
Now,
And,
Dr. Bart Watson, I do have a serious question. It actually comes from one of our listeners right now, Mr. Jeff Ruiz from El Monte, California. He wants to know,
Almonte.
do you recommend eating ass?
I definitely recommend eating ass. Because the whole point of shitting and everything is to get the stuff out of there. So if you eat ass, you're helping your partner get all that stuff out of there. And then, you know, just go brush your teeth after.
That's
Then
a
everything's
trooper
fine.
for you.
Yeah, don't swallow. Definitely when you're eating ass, don't swallow any of the stuff.
No.
Okay.
I mean, unless you're into that sort of thing. But don't swallow it. Just keep all the spit built up and, you know, tongue punching and all that and everything. And then just spit it out, brush your teeth. And not only do you have a clean brushed mouth because you brush your teeth after eating ass, but now your partner has a clean ass that is left over of no fecal matter, no remnants of any sort of, you know, it's clean.
So does
His house is clean.
So does Bart Watson do the community a good deed and eat ass just to help others?
Yes. Eat as much ass as you can
You
because
should put that on a T-shirt.
Does he have an eating ass booth?
actually there is a T-shirt that you
Oh.
can buy
Dr. Bart Watson.
at drbartwatson.com
Oh.
//shop.
Uh-huh.
And yes, that is actually my my motto on all my business cards is eat ass, save the world.
Nah.
Excellent.
You're doing good things, Bart Watson. You're doing good
I am.
things.
I am doing very good things.
Now,
It's professional. I get paid really well, and I just get to look at asses all day.
now the question is, does anyone eat your ass, Bart Watson?
I have a bidet at my house,
Oh.
and I have it set
Classic.
to a lukewarm.
Okay.
And instead of a spout that just shoots it out, it's actually it's like a little rubber tongue that just spins in a circle and lets out little bits of water.
Damn.
Oh.
So it kind of simulates somebody eating my ass, but without
Eating
actually really
ass
going
with
there.
Style.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
That's the
I would
celebrities
recommend getting one of those instead of just using your mouth to my patients, but that shit's expensive, and I don't want anybody else to
Where
be on
can
my
one?
secret.
Where can one find?
They
one?
are custom made in France.
Oh.
I've heard they eat a lot of ass over there.
They are very fond of the anus in Francois, because you know they're French. That's all. All it is eat ass and croissants.
Eat ass and croissant. You heard it right here. That's the
Mhm.
next good combo.
I'm pretty sure France has that as a.
Yeah, we got someone that backs it right there. Eat
Hey,
ass.
eat ass, save the world. That is yes. That is how that is the only way that we are going to survive as a species is if we all eat ass.
Is eating
There you
ass.
go.
Mm-hmm.
Once the world starts getting that doomsday clock, start eating ass. Eat all the ass in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
I
I feel like we all need characters. I feel like this would be a lot of fun because
Oh well, I mean I do think there might be some more people coming around. Maybe.
well, I mean, I think that
Okay,
this
there's
was
two listeners. One of them was Jeff, who's already given a suggestion.
so that that was pretty fun just asking you questions. But I feel like for us to just not do, we can do it interview style. So we're interviewing you as
again,
this character.
if we had more involvement from the people.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know.
I
I
was
mean,
kind of banking on that because we've had pretty good engagement for the last couple of episodes.
It's
But
because I'm here.
oh no, I think it's. I honestly
think it's because we haven't
started early.
posted. No, well, yeah, that night because we haven't posted any episodes.
But I
Oh.
do think this was. You didn't post the last one.
Nope.
Hmm.
Deleted the video too.
Wow.
Mhm.
Okay. But I do think this was a kind of a good. It was a good start. I think
Good concept.
we just
I
need
like
to,
it.
we just need to add
Yeah.
I'm gonna
add
keep it.
characters.
It's fun.
That way we can banter rather than just us asking you questions. Because if you ask us stuff back, it's like well, who are we? Are we answering back as ourselves or an improvised character? So if we all had
Yep.
improvised characters.
So this is fun.
Yeah.
My name is Bart Watson.
Bert Watson or Bart Watson?
Bart
Who
Watson.
are you people?
Bert Watson doesn't
thank you,
like
everybody.
eating ass.
I'm gonna get going.
And Matt the Rat's back.
Hey, I'm back. All right. Well, we've been doing this for a little over an hour now. I think that's enough time. So we'll
We
let you,
have.
everybody, get back to your regular scheduled boring lives like we are. And we'll catch you guys next week, man. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Onney, for coming in and sitting with us.
Of course.
Hanging
of
out.
course. Always
Mhm.
a pleasure.
And that's it. Anything you guys want to add before we call it?
Nope, can't think of
Eat
anything.
ass and croissants.
Eat ass,
eat
save
ass
the
and
world.
croissants. Eat ass, save the world. That's the new Ratt Talk motto.
There you go. You guys heard it here. You want to save your lives? Eat ass.
All right. We're going to take it out on a song. We are going to take it out on a song, definitely. But it's from a band called Aelish. Is that am I pronouncing that right?
Aelish. I
Aelish,
really, I
Aelish?
didn't ask her how
Okay,
it
so
was
it's-
pronounced.
Aelish. Aelish.
Aelish?
I
I think it is
would say
Aelish. Yeah, Aelish. So Aelish is actually someone you know, is your coworker, and that's why we're playing it. You brought this song in for us.
It is my coworker.
And right now, actually, I see they have a show on August 10th, but we're not going to promote that because that's Ice Bag Injury Show.
Oh, on the 10th?
What?
On the 10th?
Yes. Ice Bag Injury has a show on August 10th in Anaheim. Definitely follow them on social media, Twitter, Facebook, all that shit, because they got it. They got it, man. You definitely want to catch that show. It is a free show. It is a free show, I believe. And they are going to tear that shit up. They just played a show in Downey, which by all accounts is fucking awesome. I didn't make it because I am broke. And I did an RSVP for some reason. But we're going to take it on Aelish. Aelish is what we're talking about. Aelish.
Aelish. However you want to say it.
Well, I'm sure they're going to want this person. If you seriously go to work and be like, hey, we played your song on the show, and they listen to this and they have to hear you say their name band wrong multiple times,
well,
they are going to be pissed.
Technically, if I say it both, I said it right eventually. So,
so from now on, you have to say Aelish.
Pretty much.
Aelish is going to be the band that we're taking you out on. This is a song called Broadcast Corruption. Broadcast Corruption. You can hear their songs on their official website, which is officialaeilish.com. And thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you everybody that is listening. Thank you everybody that makes this all possible. We love you from the Dungeon Podcast, who makes this podcast possible. And we love you listeners. See you guys next week. Cheers.
Broadcast corruption and my resolve to sin. Static bodies seeking and resenting. Only hears them saying his goodbye, Lenny. Lenny walk a mile. Goodbye, Lenny. Lenny's all that I come across. Oh. Making a mockery of kings and says, I wish I were a man, society in his head, no wonder he broke. The TV at the end of the hall, broadcast corruption and my resolve.